Hello there, Mad Mike here, and welcome back to the channel. It is unfortunate today that I have to announce that actor Rutger Hauer, who is probably best known for playing Roy Batty from the original Blade Runner in 1982, has passed away at the age of 75. Uh, Now, Rutger Hauer is one of my personal favorite character actors. He's really he's one of those people that you feel like he really got into the characters that he played, especially the ones that were a bit more memorable, the ones that I think he had more input on. You know, characters like Roy Batty, characters like John Ryder from The Hitcher, or the Hobo from Hobo with a Shotgun. Those are really the major films that I know him from, and those are really the films that I'm going to kind of highlight as I talk about him as an actor. Because the thing is that I don't think there's really a better sympathetic character than somebody like a Roy Batty, because you understood why he was doing the horrible things he was doing and why he was pitted against Harrison Ford's Rick Deckard. Uh, and you understood that he was literally fighting for his life. That it wasn't a thing like he wanted money or he wanted fame or he wanted something in return, something that's physical. He wanted just to live and be a person, and that's what made that character so sympathetic. And Rutger Hauer did an amazing job of making that character so real, and feel so real. There's a great line at the end of that movie where he has a dove, and it's as the Roy Batty character is dying, because he's reached the end of his lifespan, and his tears lost. And he gives this line of tears lost, tears lost in the rain. I don't. I'm sorry, I don't remember the exact line. Uh, but it's something like a life lost like tears in the rain. But it's a great line, and it emphasizes the character so much, where he's just one person in this whole big world, and he really doesn't matter. And he doesn't even matter to the people that run it, because he's a synthetic life form. But you can look at stuff like that. You can look at stuff like The Hitcher, of him playing just a totally irredeemable psychopath, and he does it so convincingly. And he feels like he's almost supernatural in the sense that he won't stop. He has to corrupt C. Thomas Howell's character to the point where he is going to kill him. That is the whole idea, is he's trying to turn C. Thomas Howell into him. He's trying to make him a killer and a psychopath and break him. And the best scene in The Hitcher is when C. Thomas Howell gets into the truck. It's the police standoff, and Rutger Hauer is in the truck, and he has his foot on the clutch, and the truck is in gear, and the girl is tied up at the end of the truck, and half of her is tied to the end of the truck. Her feet are tied to the end of the truck, and her hands are tied to a telephone pole. And C. Thomas Howell, he Rucker Hauer gives C. Thomas Howell a gun, and he says, "You have to shoot me." He says, "If you want her to live, you have to shoot me." And he knows that if he shoots him, his foot's going to come off that clutch, and if he doesn't hit it immediately, she's going to die, and he's not willing to take that chance. And because of that, Rutger Hauer basically just calls him a waste, and then just pops his foot right off the clutch and kills her anyway. And he plays such a good psychopath. It is amazing. It is great. And he does kind of the same thing in Hobo with a Shotgun, even though that film's a bit more of a cult classic. But that's the thing, is Rutger Hauer was so great. And I remember there was an interview that they had with him about The Hitcher, where the director had given him a book on Ted Bundy, because that's what he wanted the character to kind of be like, this like really likable, kind of normal, handsome guy that people would trust, but who was actually a psychopathic killer. And Rutger Hauer says that he read the book and he said, "This sucks. I'm not going to play it like this," and he decided to do it the way that he did in the film, which I think is a great improvement, because it makes that character so memorable, because he's so nonchalant about the brutality of the things that he does. He's just going about and doing these things. He doesn't care if he's doing it to innocent people or to people that deserve it or anything like that. He's just out to cause chaos. He's almost like the Joker from Dark Knight in a way, where he's literally just an agent of chaos. He just wants to kill people and do horrible, horrible things to people because it seems like he enjoys it, and he wants C. Thomas Howell to kind of be the guy to step up and oppose him because he finds that interesting. Because so far, nobody, what it seems like is he hasn't come across somebody who's been willing to go toe to toe with him. But those were the types of characters that Rutger Hauer played, and they were so so great to watch on screen. And luckily enough, we do have those performances that are saved for us, even though he is no longer around, so that we can still enjoy him for generations to come, as with all the other actors that we've lost over the years. But Rutger Hauer was always a personal favorite. I really did enjoy at least his major works, especially again with the stuff with Blade Runner and the Hitcher and Hobo with a Shotgun. So after saying that, I, even though this is a sad occasion, put down in the comments what's your favorite Rutger Hauer movie. What movie did you really enjoy him in? Mine personally is Blade Runner, but again, put it in the comments. I like to know what your opinions are. Hit the bell for notifications, hit the like button, subscribe, and remember, I live my life free of compromise. Do you?